Hello, everyone. It seems what I was talking about yesterday when I was screaming about, this is reality, people. It seems it's really reality. But before I get to that, I just want to say, I know it's 3:30 in the morning and everyone's asleep, and that's okay because I love when my audience is like three bots, one Russian troll, a couple of Tesla trolls, and one, disgruntled person I blocked like 8 years ago or something. I love when that is what my audience consists of. That's what I live for, baby. That's what I do all this for. Anyway, yeah, it seems. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I move on, speaking of that, bots and Russian trolls and shit like that. Um, I know people think they don't exist, and I've got some visual aids again this evening I'm sure you'll enjoy. Um, Someone posted this today. That anonymous account, those anonymous people, like the hacker people, they posted this today, and above it it said, "The average U.S. citizen on social media." And I just did a video about this recently. That you don't know who the fuck you're talking to on social media anymore. Like everybody's a damn bot, a troll, a PR firm worker trolling for Elon or for Trump or for anyone, all kind of people have these public relations firm trolling campaigns going on against them. And then you have the government trolling. I've been, like I said, for the last like 25, 30 years, been cyber attacking us this way. Stupid Americans, because many Americans are stupid. Um, listening to Russian trolls trolling for Vlad, trying to bring the downfall of our nation. That's not an exaggeration. That's what they're doing, people. And we have Americans stupid enough in this country to fall for it over and over again. Anyway, I don't even know what country these officers are from. I don't recognize these uniforms. I'm not an expert on that. But let's just call them Russians. I don't care what country the account decided to use for this picture. Let's just call them Russians because that's what I'm talking about. The big game. Uh, and this is what Russia's all about now. For what am I talking about now? The past 30 fucking years, they've been doing this to us. So many Russian ops, Pizzagate, etc. Julian Assange, straight up Russian asset, in my opinion. Um, it's just so bloody obvious. Anyway, so what are these good Russian officers? Because that's what I'm calling them. That's what I consider them. What do they say as their commanding officer stands over their shoulder, making sure they're earning their 3 rubles, potatoes, and half-gallon of vodka? Well, one of them is commenting, I wouldn't vote at all. Another one is commenting, I wouldn't vote for either of them. The other one is commenting, the lesser of two evils is still evil. The other one is commenting, both sides are the same. What are these comments designed to do? Sow discord in America. Um, Perpetuate the theory or the notion that no one's worth voting for. It's just all bullshit. No, this in the Trump era, this is different. This isn't normal. This isn't politics as usual. There is something going on here. Big, bad, terrible, and it needs to be squashed. So this isn't the time to have these attitudes that these people, these fake social media Russian trolls are putting out there. This isn't the time for that attitude. I've had this attitude before. I've said some of these statements to people. But there comes certain times in history when the stakes are much higher. Hello, I don't even know, Amrush. Um, the stakes are much higher this time. It's not normal times. It's late 1930s Germany here. And we can go one direction or we can go the other. And I'm not going to go too much more into this right now, but this is I just thought it was an excellent post. And in my mind, these are Russian officers or Russian military men and one Russian officer trolling on social media. That's the point I'm trying to make anyway. Um, and again, you just, I don't even know who's real anymore because, trolling on social media is big business. They wouldn't do it if it wasn't effective. They tried to do it to me with the Chris Cornell stuff. You saw it, you witnessed it. It was an obvious paid, someone hired a public relations firm or something to troll. It was fucking obvious. This is big business. These people that run public relations firms and that do cyber trolling for Russia, they know people are dumb, and they know people, on top of that, most importantly, don't have a lot of time to research things or the inclination, desire to. They see a comment on social media, they just believe it. If someone makes a video or someone posts something, uh, you know, there's they go right there. They say, this guy's a fraud or something. You know what I mean? The person that doesn't know any better comes along. Oh, this guy's a fraud. This person, John Smith from Arkansas, says that this person that posted is a fraud. It must be true. They know how the human mind works, especially in America where there's a lot of stupid people. There's stupid people all over the world. There's war and chaos and problems and corruption everywhere. But America takes things to new levels in the stupidity department, as we saw in 2016. And as we're still seeing today, which I'll prove my point further as we continue into it. So you get the point of this. This really exists, and this is big business, and this is big investment for governments. Everyone's doing it. The United States government is trolling using military people to troll. Russia's doing it. China's doing it. The Saudis are doing it. Everybody's doing it. India, they're all doing it because it's effective. Otherwise, they wouldn't waste their fucking time. Stars wouldn't hire PR firms. Scumbag families wouldn't hire PR firms if it wasn't effective. So, you're getting a nice lesson, you three bots, one Russian troll, etc. Now, again, what I was talking about yesterday, it seems when I was screaming about this is reality, this is real, people, this isn't a movie. It seems it's real. Remember, I told you I'm on the motherfucker. Um, it seems it's real. We looked for this merchandise, these diapers and t-shirts and hats. We found several websites, not hundreds, not 50, just like 2 or 3, that are selling these diapers, t-shirts, hats, that basically put a positive spin on wearing diapers and shitting yourself. That's a positive thing now. Now, you can look at this in 2 ways. Before I say this, one person wrote an article on this that we found. We found many articles, but this one particularly, they mentioned a rally in Pennsylvania. That would be a Trump rally, the circus. The circus was in town, the Trump circus, where they saw this merchandise being worn and sold. And remember, I just told you there's several websites that sell it as well. I'm not naming the websites. So this merchandise exists, these diapers, these t-shirts, these hats, that put a positive spin on grown men wearing diapers and shitting themselves. They're available for purchase. Again, rally in Pennsylvania. Now, the person indicated in the article, because really only 2 pieces of information. that he was at a rally in Pennsylvania where he saw the stuff, and that he's been seeing it this year. I don't know about that because this is the first I'm hearing or seeing it. I think these pictures would have come out by now. I think this shit is new. Now you can look at this as in two ways. This could be a small group of people at like one rally that are pushing the merchandise, but yet it's online as well. So this could be a large group of people pushing the merchandise, thinking they're going to make millions, and they might make millions because that's how stupid it's gotten in America. Um, you could look at it that way, or you could look at it as the cult is literally endorsing this position. I'm thinking it's a little bit of both. So yes, it's really reality, and I have many visual aids that we're going to take a look at. So you can see the depth and gravity of this. Let's start with this one. This is an extremely large person. Diapers over Dems sweatshirt. Again, glorifying grown men shitting themselves. Because Donnie Shitbags, in all his orange glory, has been wearing diapers for decades and shits his pants. Imagine the poor bastard that has to clean that stank motherfucker and re-diaper, change his diapers like your small baby at home. Same thing, except a lot bigger, a lot fatter and greasier, and a lot oranger. So there's this person. What else we got here? I don't want to skip any. Okay, this is actual diapers. So I guess the grift is let's go to the grocery store, buy a pack of diapers for $8, whatever they cost. I don't know what diapers cost. Put some little Trump stamps or whatever, put a little slogan on it, and then hawk it to the rubes when they come to the fucking circus, the rally. So here's some actual diapers for sale at a rally. Excellent. Excellent. Only in America, baby. Only in America does anyone dare try and glorify grown men wearing diapers and shitting themselves. It's quite an achievement for our country. Here's a sweatshirt that's available. Only in America, baby. Real men wear diapers. Really? I must have missed the boat on that one. Again, I thought only infants and fucking geriatrics wear diapers, but you know, who am I? Here's a t-shirt that's available. Real men wear diapers. Of course, they get the MAGA red going. Gotta cater to the rubes. They love their stupid red fucking hats. They gotta get the matching t-shirt, right? To glorify their cult leader who shits himself. Wait, I thought I saw this picture before. Where are we at here? I saw that one before. Thought I had more than this. Okay, I know these two are new. Here's a woman, two women actually wearing a diaper-like thing. See the other woman there? I think we saw a picture of her yesterday, the one with the dark shirt on. Now you got the red. And real men wear diapers with a picture of Donnie shitbags on it. Donnie should be real proud of this, right? Oh, I shit myself very strongly. Very strongly. This guy, he's got the hat, because you got to have the hat, right? Why not get the whole outfit, the diaper, the t-shirt, throw the sweatshirt over it, get the hat. Real men wear diapers, it says. Trump 2024. Wow, that's a hell of a slogan for a political candidate. I'm embarrassed to be an American. Are you? You should be. You bloody should be. Because of these people. Whether these people are real or just want to sell merchandise or rally attendees that bought the merchandise, these people are why I'm embarrassed to be American. Not Mexicans coming over the border. These motherfuckers here. This is bloody embarrassing. This is bad. Whew, that's a hell of a way to go with a political platform. Real men wear diapers, and then your candidate's name for president. Because, shitting yourself and wearing diapers in your 70s it's a really important qualification for running the country. It makes one more qualified. Now, that article I mentioned earlier that spoke of where the person went to the rally in Pennsylvania, and that's where he saw this merch being worn. And he said he'd been seeing it this year, like he acted like this wasn't the first time he saw it, and he's seen it at other places. I don't know about that, but whatever. I said yesterday, Europeans thought Americans were stupid before. What do they think of us now? And that's a real attitude that a lot of Europeans have now and have had for many decades about Americans. These pictures I just showed you, that doesn't help our image with people in Europe, does it? This person says there was a comment section after the article, and she says, as a young European woman, seeing views like these make me feel like I lost half of my brain cells, and this is medium level of stupid American shit I've seen. She's saying that this isn't even top level American stupidity. Like she's seen even worse. I don't know about that personally, because as an American, this phenomena of glorifying an orange con man who shits himself and wears diapers, who has to be changed like an infant. This phenomena has me stunned right now. I did not see this one coming. In other, like you always see people say, I did not see glorifying shitting oneself. I didn't see that on my bingo card. I didn't have that. Anyway, my point is, this is a European woman who sees this, and this makes her form an opinion about Americans. And unfortunately, I would say about 30% of our country is these people, the let's buy a hat, glorifying the wearing of diapers as an adult male. About 30%, I would say. I'm hoping it's less than that. I'm hoping my estimate is high, but I don't know. So, this proves what I was just saying yesterday. I keep finding things like the next day that verify what I said the day before. And again, I told you I was on the motherfucker And I just had to know if this was all real, and it's all real. It's verified now. It's real, man. This merchandise is being sold, glorifying grown men wearing diapers and shitting themselves in honor of Donald Trump because he wears diapers and shit himself. These people are really wearing it. These pictures are real. It's verified. I told you, listen, Jules, I'm on the motherfucker. It's real. So again, people, this is reality. We went again from, I just saw the picture again today. I was gonna send it to my email and put it in the gallery here and show it to you again, but I was like, you know what? Why bother? The picture of Donald Trump's head on Rambo's body with the rocket launcher from the 80s. Remember that? Yeah, we've gone from them doing that, the cult putting his head on Rambo's body, to, okay, we admit it, he wears diapers, but that's positive and that's cool. Everyone should be doing it. If you want to be a real man, you need to put a diaper on. You need to piss and shit yourself in the presence of other people, out in public, wherever you are, wherever you feel the need. We've heard Trump right in the middle of speeches. I'm not the only one that noticed this. He'll be in the middle of a sentence and just go, oh. Whoo, the face full of orange paint. The man just shat himself in front of a whole rally crowd. And that is the golden calf that is glorified in America. Man, that's fucked up. That makes me embarrassed to be an American. If I was abroad somewhere and they asked me where I was from, I'd say I'm from Canada. Because I don't want to be stigmatized, marginalized, criminalized, ostracized. Because that's what would happen. The second I say I'm American, I'm in a European cafe or something. Not like I would be, but you know, you never know. Everybody's head would turn like, oh, fuck. Because of Donald Trump and the people that worship him. The golden calf that shites itself. I shouldn't be laughing. It ain't funny. This is reality. Again, people. This isn't satire. This isn't parody. I'm quite stunned at the moment. I found some other pictures of some various other things involving Tesla. Because you know I love to talk about Elon. The visionary, the genius, the child king who must be distracted in order for everyone else to make progress. That's not me saying that. That's the people that worked with him that's saying that, worked for him saying that. Okay. We have a Tesla, a regular Tesla here. This is not a Cybertruck. They have some damage on the side. A collision, I guess, took place. They have some damage on the side of their car. It's not terrible. It's not much. It's not terrible. There you go. You can see it for yourself. Guess the repair cost for this side swipe. Sideswipe on my wife's Model Y, scratch and dent on the door, small dent and scratch on the rear quarter panel. Sorry for lousy picture. No big deal, right? Couple grand. Good as new, right? Wrong. Took it to 3 shops in town. They all refused to work on it because it's a Tesla. Again, you got to take your Tesla to a Tesla place, your local branch. Some people might agree to work on it though, locally. You might get lucky. Most likely, no. Okay, too hard to get parts. That's what the shop said. Find out there is one shop in town that does Tesla collision. Tesla certified. Their estimate? $15,000. Wife decides she wants to turn it over to insurance and let them deal with it. 2 weeks later, when they get the parts, car goes to the shop. We get a call from insurance saying they're going to total the car because the shop now wants $30,000. Are you kidding me? You could replace the whole car battery for that. Insurance adjuster goes to the shop and negotiates down to $23,000. No longer totaling. How any of these numbers aren't insurance fraud is beyond me, but insurer agreed to it, so maybe not. Wife has been an ardent Tesla supporter, but said she won't buy another one after this. Anyone else have a Tesla collision damage repair story to share? So now you have a simple accident, not major damage to a regular Tesla car. Look at what this person has to go through to even begin the process of getting it fixed. This is what I've read over and over again as well. A lot of insurers are asking for cars to be considered totaled rather than getting them repaired because it costs too much. It becomes not worth the effort to fix up the car. It'd be easier to just total it and handle it that way. I've been reading this for months and months about insurers that insure Teslas. So this story fits in with what I've been reading, which gives it more credibility to me. A lot of people that really like that company and really like the idea of getting one of their cars, and this is the experience they have. It's ridiculous. And I'm just glad I don't have that experience. I had an accident in a Toyota Corolla. It was pretty bad. And it costs about $10,000 for all the body work in the front, new hood, new headlight on the one side, rebuild the whole front of the car, basically, from almost the left all the way to the right, like almost the corner of the left all the way to the right. They had to rebuild the car. About $10,000. The insurance paid for it, thank God. This little Tesla car really ain't much better than a Toyota Corolla, in my opinion, except for the technology inside, the battery technology. $30,000? $23,000? Really? That's fucked up for the Tesla owner. Now, the Cybertruck, again, I keep saying the thing is not an off-road vehicle. It's a fake truck. No spare tire, no paint, etc. All the problems with the gas pedal thing, all kinds of things falling apart in the car. You can't get it wet. You can't drive it in the rain. You can't go through a puddle. You can't take it off-road. This is a gentleman with the plain, bare metal, no clear coat, nothing, Cybertruck, stuck on the beach because he thought it was a real off-road vehicle. It is not. It is a fake truck. It is a novelty item with a bunch of defects that was rushed out of production. I told you people this. This is not a real truck. This is a gimmick. This is a grift. This is a desperate CEO rushing shit out there that wasn't ready and was terribly designed, conceived, everything. And it's ridiculously expensive. I told you one just sold at auction online for $122,000. I assume, again, 120, something like a base price. You walk out the dealership, 140. at the cheapest, but you know, I'm just guessing with all the optional shit you could get. So one more time, there's another picture stuck on the beach. Let's look at the third picture. This is not an off-road vehicle. Can you imagine what all that sand and salt water in the breeze is doing to that stainless steel? All of that salt underneath the truck mixed in with that sand, getting in there. Ooh, that's probably real good for a bare stainless steel vehicle, right? That you're not even supposed to drive in the rain. Why's my light not turning back on, damn it? Yeah, I'm sure all that beach sand, salt, I'm sure it's great for it. Looks all stained up already. Someone left a comment that it's great how the stainless steel shows all the fingerprints and handprints for motherfuckers trying to push it out of the sand. The Cybertruck, I rest my case, is not an off-road vehicle. You better stay on pavement with that motherfucker, and if it doesn't fuck up with the steer-by-wire, whatever the hell's going on with the wheels, uh, you better stay on pavement with this motherfucker, and you better keep it in a temperature-controlled garage, and you better have a power drill with a buffing attachment, like not the regular buffer, the one that just sands gently. And you can just every morning when you wake up, go out to your Cybertruck and just get on the cordless drill, like buff that rust out every fucking day. You fucking moron. Ah, Jesus Christ. What are we doing, America? What are we doing when this becomes reality? What are we doing? Just got to show you some of these again. I mean, I really want this to sink in here. Oh, I don't know if I showed this one. I may have shown it yesterday, but you know, hell, let's look at it again. Here's two women with actual Trump diapers. One got a blue one got a white one. That's where we at. That's where the cult's at. They're running with it. The glorification, again, of grown men wearing diapers and shitting themselves. This is America. These are your neighbors. And this is one of the lessons I've learned since the Trump era began. How many of our friends, neighbors, family members are kind of evil in their view of things and therefore can support some vile entity with a load of shit in his diaper and orange face paint. It revealed character, who's who in the grand scheme of things. That's really horrified me in the beginning. And that's why even back then, 2015, 2016, I was doing videos about the shit, about the threat that the con man poses. And a lot of people tried to warn a lot of people, but people didn't listen. And we're at the point in the MAGA grift, in the MAGA cult movement, where they're trying to convince the public, and Donnie should be real honored by this, right? That his cultists are doing this in his honor. Um, yeah, we're at the point after, from 2015 to now, it's ended up to where the cult is trying to convince us and make a profit on it that adults, and especially adult men, wearing diapers and shitting themselves is a great thing, and everybody should want to be doing it. That's where we're at. And I'm sorry I keep repeating it. I'm a bit stunned. I thought I'd seen everything with these people. I guess I haven't. But I told you I was on the motherfucker. It's real. The merchandise is real. The people wearing it are real. The pictures are real. To the rest of the world, to the people of Australia, Europe, Africa, Ukraine especially, as an American that's not a traitor, I would like to express the United States, or at least normal, real Americans that aren't traitors, that aren't doing Vlad's work here, unwittingly, wittingly, whatever. I humbly apologize for what's been going on since the beginning of the MAGA movement, all the way up until this point. These cultists do not represent the majority of America. Unfortunately, they get the most attention because every time MAGA's in town, the circus is fucking in town. Every time Donnie Shitbags is in town, the motherfucking circus is in town. So that gets the cameras, okay? That gets the attention. Everybody wants to see the car crash. You know what I mean? We just can't help it. The rubes dressed in their finest clown outfits. Donald in his finest feces brown shoe polish on his face, or the famous, the you know, the beloved, the legendary orange, the MAGA orange glow that Donald sports, you know, in all his glory. People can't help but watch the carnival barker, the snake oil salesman, and his rubes scurry forth like rats in loud, obnoxious clothing. You know, with like American flags woven into Donald's hideous face. Stuff like that, you know. It's the circus. Anyway, this was an apology to other countries and nations that I respect. Ukraine especially. Please forgive us for MAGA Mike Johnson and Moscow Marge and Matt Gaetz and Bobo and the MAGA cult, and forgive us, Donald Trump. Forgive us. Real Americans are with you. And this cult thing, you know, the people that are wearing diapers now and telling everyone it's great to shit yourself as an adult. These people are not the majority. They don't represent the true majority of America. Now, unfortunately, in America, we have a slavery type rule called the Electoral College, which allows a minority, which allows land masses to be more important than people's votes in California. We yell at people to go out and vote, and then we throw out 3 million votes in California because we have a fake ass, you know, we got to make sure the slave states have power. Electoral College, which just 3 million people's votes just go in the fucking trash. Some jerk off in Iowa voted for Donald. Yeah, that's not a good system. So again, this is part of my apology. The Electoral College. That's why we got Donald, because Republicans can't win elections anymore unless it's in fucking some rural county in Kansas. So the Electoral College is all they got. It's the only way a loser can win. George Bush Jr., a loser. Donald Trump, loser. Look at their business record. Donald's business record is money laundering. He wasn't trying to make a profit. In fact, he loved losses. Writing off losses and getting $7 million refunds or $700 million refunds from the government. That's what money was all about. Okay. So he doesn't care if he makes a profit. But if you look at his business record, complete and utter failure at everything. A guy who inherited 400 million, who was a millionaire by age 8, who got a small loan of $1 million from his daddy, according to him. No, bitch, you inherited 400 million. And you still filed bankruptcy over and over again. Stiff contractors didn't pay these people, those people. But anyway, this was an apology again to other countries, especially Ukraine. We're really sorry. The majority of America is not MAGA, not in the cult. Yes, it's a cult. And it's not just a regular cult. There's big business involved, corporations, Supreme Court justices' wives. Like, this goes to the highest levels, okay? Republicans are scared to death they can't win elections. They're losing power. Demographics are changing. They don't know what to do. The only option was turn to Vlad Putin, take money from Russia, the NRA, all the Republican machine across the board, except for 3 or 4 of them. Taking Russian money for decades. This is why we're at where we're at now. With all the Russian sympathy all of a sudden from the right wing in this country. Where do you fucking think that comes from? It comes from Republicans and right-wing podcasters taking Russian money or running with the right-wing grift under the umbrella of politicians taking Russian money and right-wing organizations like the NRA. Senators like Mitch McConnell taking Russian money. They're being loyal to that money. That's all they got left. They don't have the donors they used to have. They don't have the demographics they used to have. Their last-ditch effort is, and Donnie's the perfect guy for it, fascism. That's all they got left. Otherwise, they lose power forever. There's the whole right-wing machine that they cannot let go down. That is big money, baby. They can't let it go down. Their last option is turn to Vlad, take that money, and do Russia's bidding. Most of them. That's where we are at. That's the big game. Again, us against Russia since 1945. So we have millions of traitors, unwitting and witting, in this country. That's where we're at. Millions. Thousands in government. Secret Service agents. FBI agents. CIA agents. Not all of them, some of them. Police officers that are cool with this thing that's happening. And they tried to overthrow the government and withheld the military to make sure they got some traction, that there was a chance it could succeed. We were on the edge of having Donnie as a dictator for God knows how long, and Vlad's will being done via him. probably the downfall of America. Vlad would have been nutting himself. It would have been his biggest victory ever against the United States. That's where we're at. The right wing that told us all our lives, remember Ronald Reagan? That's the God King, right, of Republican politics. Shitty Ronald Reagan. As shitty as Reagan was in all areas except for how to handle Russia. They've been telling us for decades, all my life, Russia, bad. Commies, etc. Russia's the devil. That's what I got from right-wing politics when I was a young man in the late 80s, early 90s. Reagan and the CIA brought the downfall of Russia. Vlad never forgot that, and he never will forget it. And he wants to reverse that. It's the main goal of his life. And this whole MAGA thing and Russian trolls all over our social media, which I don't understand why we're allowing social media to allow it, our government. Russia should be cut off. It can't be trusted to have access to American social media. And by access, I mean commenting and shit like that. It can't be trusted. Why can't Facebook just say, all right, no more traffic from Russia? Why can't Twitter say, all right, no more traffic from Russia? They don't want to, that's why. It's big business. There's money being exchanged, to allow 2 billion bots to act on a website. You think the website doesn't know that's going on? Of course they know that's going on. They allow it for whatever reason, probably a money exchange or traffic metrics. They love to put that out every month. Twitter, Facebook, etc. Look how much traffic there was on this website. Well, here's the thing. How much of that traffic was bots and Russian trolls and Saudi trolls and trolls from India, trolls from China? In other words, how much traffic was real human beings actually using the website? Not a PR firm troll or a Russian troll or droves of bots. So you can't ever take those numbers seriously. They're way lower than they claim. Always remember that. Elon Musk himself, his account is over 70% bots. His followers. It's a fact. Yes, the second richest man in the world has to stroke his ego by installing, over 70% bots. I don't know how many followers he has, high millions. So you have to reduce that number by over 70%. Let's call it 72%. That's the majority of his followers are bots to pad his numbers because he's a man-child who I need to have the highest follower count on Twitter. Why, dude? Why? Why is it so important to the second richest man on the planet? Anyway, let me get back to my apology. So we apologize for Elon Musk because we know he's helping Russia. And he's putting the whole MAGA thing forward, the whole racism apartheid thing that he grew up in forward. He's putting defective, shitty cars forward. He's a terrible human being. He could have went down in history. He offered to solve world hunger or something for a certain price tag. He could have just slapped 16 billion on world hunger. That would go down on his resume for eons. It'd be something to respect him for. It'd be something to say, damn, that's a hell of a That's a big move for people. Way to go, Elon. Nope. Buy Twitter with Saudi money and Chinese money, or excuse me, Saudi money and Russian money, and push the whole right-wing MAGA grift thing, and try and make a profit at the same time, which he's not doing. But he's just wasting the Saudis' money and Putin's money, so, and a little bit of his. So we apologize for Elon Musk and the whole Starlink thing, and him turning it off when he doesn't want, when he wants to help Vlad. Elon, the right-wing takeover of CNN, of Twitter, of other outlets, because CNN and Twitter especially helped expose Donald Trump for what he is to the rubes and to everyone else. So the plan is buy up all the social media, all the networks, which they've pretty much done. Let's keep this MAGA possible authoritarian thing going, because I need tax cuts, man, and I need deregulation. Again, he could have solved world hunger. Instead, let me help Russia and Donald Trump and be part of the whole right-wing white nationalist MAGA thing, to the detriment of Tesla, to the detriment of Twitter, to the detriment of our country. That's what disgusts me. That people like Elon Musk will just fuck America. Who cares what happens? I just want tax cuts, man. That fucking disgusts me. And that's what I despise him for. So again, we have traitors at the highest levels. We had a traitor as president, senators, congressmen. It was real close, man. I mean, they had a gallows. They wanted to hang the vice president and shit. And that wasn't a joke. That wasn't theater. So we apologize that we have traitors like Mitch McConnell, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, so many others, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, Bobo, Sporkfoot, Margie Green. That's why Ukraine had to wait for help so long, and that's why the world is looking at this fucking sideshow. And they're wondering who's going to step in and stop this. What's America doing here? When's someone going to, make this go away? That's what the world is looking at us and saying to themselves. Like, how is America letting it happen? And Department of Justice, again, 4 years past insurrection and 3,000 stolen documents by someone who tried to overthrow the government. 4 years. Nothing happened to him yet. Can't even get the trial started. Dangerous, man. Very dangerous. Allowing this thing to metastasize. But they are, and they will. Because again, they're terrified to set the precedent of putting an ex-president in jail. So again, continuing with my apology, we apologize for Elon Musk, Donald Trump. We apologize for the millions of traitors that support these people. We apologize for their behavior. Not all Americans are that stupid. Not all Americans are willing to put diapers over their jeans in support of an orange-faced messiah. not all Americans agree with what's going on. And we're very sorry to we really apologize to places like Ukraine where people literally died. So Margie Green and Mikey Johnson could put a show on. Traitors. We've got traitors in half the positions in our government. None of them got arrested. None of them got indicted. That's what America's dealing with, so that's why nothing gets done. They're trying to do Vlad's will because that's where the money came from for the past 3 decades. Vlad and Julian Assange and certain others made the decision, we want the right to win. That's what side we're on. And the right said, okay, we'll take your help. We'll work with you. Alex Jones, Mike Cernovich, politicians, senators, congressmen, presidents like Donald, owned by Russia, involved with the Russian mob for years, money laundering. So yeah, America has a percentage of really dumb people that have no education whatsoever. They whatever schools they went to were garbage, probably way underfunded, probably understaffed. Um, they didn't take in anything historically. Um, they wouldn't recognize a Hitler-esque movement if it slapped them in the fucking face. That's why they're wearing diapers. That's why they're trying to glorify grown men shitting themselves with the merchandise, the t-shirts, the sweatshirts, hats. Um, they take nothing seriously. They don't take their country seriously. They don't take what they're doing to their country seriously when they stand there for a photo of a, make diapers great again t-shirt. Make shitting yourself great again. When was it ever great? The people selling the merchandise, all they care is if they make a buck. The people wearing the merchandise, they're fucking fools. They're clowns. It's the circus. It's the MAGA circus. Um, but again, the majority of Americans are not this, are not part of the MAGA circus. But we're, teetering on the edge here. And Vlad got real close on January 6th with his orange dog. And thank God it didn't work. But, why wouldn't they try it again? No one's stopping them. Nobody. Not even remotely trying to stop them. No one is stopping them. Why wouldn't they do it again? Especially when a bunch of them are going to jail for, fake electoral certifications in their states and stuff like that. Why wouldn't they try and get the dictator back in so he could pardon them and stuff like that? I guess I'll end it with this. Well, I'm not done with my apology yet. Hold on a second. I'm still not done with it. Because these people in these other countries, they do deserve an apology from us. Especially Ukraine again, man. People had to die for this. Because Donald and his, traitor caucus in government wanted to do Vlad's will. not America's will. Again, the right wing told me my whole life that, Russia bad. Why is Russia cool all of a sudden? Because your party leaders, your last president and current presidential candidate are owned by Russia? That's why we have to justify the Russian sympathy by these people? Because they took money? Uh-uh. No, 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 no. We don't have to do that. Real Americans ain't doing that. I know the patriots are. The patriots selling out their country. The patriots who wear thin blue line flags or put thin blue line stickers on their F-350 with their 10-foot Trump flag. They drive around proud to support the police, proud to be part of the MAGA thing, except when they're at the Capitol beating police. All of a sudden, police ain't so good no more. When Donnie shitbags needs you to overthrow the government. Of course, Donnie wasn't there, and that's a great segue into my closing story. There's a story that's been going around for a while now. I knew it was bullshit the second I fucking heard it. Donnie Shitbags was not at the insurrection. Donnie says he would have been there, but Secret Service stopped him. Yeah. Donnie never planned on being at the insurrection because that's Donnie Shitbags. He ain't trying to fight nobody. He ain't trying to man up on nobody. He ain't trying to go toe-to-toe with nobody. That soft, orange, obese, geriatric wearing a diaper with a load of shit in his pants. He ain't fighting nobody. Can't ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? That's a coward. It's a person that threw rocks at babies when he was a kid, so his parents had to ship him off to fucking military school. When rich kids get sent off to military school, what does that mean? That means they're a fuck up in their family's eyes. They don't want them around. Something is wrong in the head. Get this fucker out of here. We don't want to raise him anyway. That's what that means. Sociopath, psychopath, demented individual whose own parents didn't want him to fuck around. Not that his parents were good people. They were disgusting, evil, vile. My God, when you look at pictures of them, they look like monsters. They look like they're a horror show movie set arranged their makeup, their hair, their presentation. That's what his parents look like. My point is, Donnie Shitbags is a pussy who would never man up on anyone. He'd get someone else to do it. He'd make a phone call or something like that. Or he'd use social media and the TV stations and say, come on down, it's going to be wild. That's the president of the United States, unfortunately, for us, that ever happened. What a stain and embarrassment that orange grifter with a load of shit in his diaper got in the Oval fucking office. What a desecration. This abomination that stinks like shit got in there. My point is, Donnie Shitbags ever wanted to be at the insurrection because he's a fucking pussy. So this story that's going around that the Secret Service stopped him and Donnie tried to choke one of them. Fuck out of here. I don't believe it for a motherfucking second, because I know Donnie shitbags. And Donnie shitbags did not want to be in the thick of things where the bear spray was flying and cops were getting beaten and all that shit. No, he wanted to sit and watch it on TV like it was a sporting event while cops were getting beaten fucking death. So all you cunts out there with the thin blue line flag on your F fucking 350, what do you think about that? That cops were being beaten by your Orange Messiah's cult members? Or were you there? Maybe you could tell me firsthand. Maybe you had some bear spray and you were there. Maybe you had one of those ice axes. That's that thing I was talking about in one of my videos a while ago. This bitch cultist had at the insurrection. An ice axe. Do you know what an ice axe is? It looks like a sickle. It's like a small version of what the Grim Reaper carries. It ain't no joke. You hit somebody with an ice axe on the head, anywhere, it's going to do some damage, man. It's meant to assist ice climbers that climb glaciers and shit. It has to be strong. It has to be solid metal. And it has to be nice and sharp and pointy. Yeah, that's what one of the cunts at the insurrection had. So yeah, they had weapons. And there were some guns there too. And the real arsenal was stored nearby in case, they didn't know quite how far they were going to go with it until it began. So do I believe Donnie shitbags tried to choke a Secret Service agent so he could be with his rubes that he got to commit his insurrection for him? Fuck no. Donnie shitbags would never do that. Ever. He wanted to go sit by the TV with a Diet Coke or whatever the fuck he drinks in a Big Mac and watch it all play out. And then pretend for all you people now, since he's campaigning to stay out of fucking prison, that he gives a fuck about cops. Not when Donnie's about to lose the biggest grift he's ever achieved in his life, the presidency. You don't give a fuck about police then. He would have been fine if they murdered them all and killed the vice president and killed Nancy Pelosi and all that. That'd be great, right? For all you fucking Russian cunts in the comment section and the bots. That'd be great, right? Again, that's what Vlad wants. That's Vlad's wet fucking dream. January 6th, what happened? His orange bitch. Sitting there watching cops get beaten. Watching Congress centered his own people. There were a lot of Republicans in there hiding for their life, scared shitless, because they knew Donnie shitbags wasn't sending no help. Him and Kevin McCarthy got in a heated exchange on the phone. I think one of the phrases that was exchanged between the two of them was like, "Who the fuck do you think you are? You better stop this." These people's lives were in danger. I've seen pictures. Have you? Have you seen the footage of Josh Hawley running for the elevator like a bitch? Wait, these are his cultists outside. There's a picture of him early with his fist up. The white power fist? What happened to that Josh Hawley? Because later on, when his people were there, he was running like a bitch for the elevator. What's up with that? Thought they were just tourists. Thought they were Antifa or FBI. What's going on? Why was, every Republican congressman and senator huddled down on the fucking ground? Why were there guys with guns on the perimeter? Why were they shitting their pants? And, that's why Ashley Babbitt, the MAGA hero, got killed. She tried to open one door too many, and that next door she was trying to open, that led to congressmen. And that's when they start shooting. And she learned that the motherfucking hard way. Again, the point is, I don't believe for a motherfucking second that Donnie Shitbags wanted to be the thick of things. That's not Donnie Shitbags. He gets other people to do his dirty work. He's a pussy. He's the softest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. He would never man up to nobody, ever. And honestly, he despises his cultists. They're not his people. He don't want to shake hands with those people at the rallies that are wearing the diapers. They're maggots to him. They're marks. So no, Donnie wasn't trying to get to the insurrection. No, he didn't try and choke a Secret Service agent or a driver or whatever. I don't care how many times the media reports it. Donnie wants that story out there. Donnie wants the cult and the rest of the world to think he's a man. And he was willing to get thick of things with that mob. But Donnie ain't a man. The biggest pussy ever born. And we still have Secret Service agents today lying for him. They erased their entire text message exchanges for that day. Gone. That was for Donnie Shitbags. So do I believe the word of any Secret Service agent that dealt with Donnie Shitbags? Hell fucking no. Any driver for him? His government people, his right-hand people that were closest to him? Fuck no. They're sycophants. So I'm sorry, I don't believe the story. I also don't believe the story that Donnie Epstein's friendship ended once Donnie realized he was a sex trafficker. No, Donnie was all around sex trafficking. Threw his own daughter into the modeling industry that was involved in sex trafficking. I read all the articles to people years ago. No. They were friends for years. Donnie's been to his house. He's been on the plane. There's 8 contact numbers for the Trumps in the fucking Epstein's contact book. Anyway, I don't want to go into the whole Epstein thing. I just know Donnie Shitbags, and believe me, he didn't want to get in the thick of things with his rubes that did the dirty work for him. And guess what? All the rubes went to jail. It's 4 years later, and Donnie Shitbags is still golden orange down in Mar-a-Lago in all his dementia-ridden glory and a load of shit in his diaper. How do you idiot rubes feel? Do you ever ask yourself the question, you cultists, the real cultists out there, not the Russian trolls and bots that are in my fucking comment section? Do you ever ask yourself the question, why did all the peons go to jail? Why are they all getting arrested every 5 seconds? I see a new face, a new name. But Donnie Shitbags never served a day. And he's the one that withheld help. And he's the one that instigated the whole fucking thing. Do you ever ask yourself that question? Hey, something's wrong there, right? Why are all the congressmen that took part? Not every Republican congressman. There's specific ones that asked for pardons because they knew they took part, and pardons for other things. Senators took part. A judge's wife took part. A grocery chain heiress took part. Money flowed into this. Planning. Donnie replaced 3 key military positions, cabinet positions, high level, after he lost. Memos were put out. Don't do nothing unless you go through us. By a guy named Chris Miller. Serious shit, man. It's really important. It's really big. And Donnie Shitbags never wanted to be in the thick of things. He wanted to watch it on TV. He wanted to cheer it on. He hoped it would be successful. And he loved every minute of it. And he had Fox News hosts, he had cabinet staff, he had his chief of staff, other people all texting him, you got to stop this. This will ruin us forever. We can't defend this. But this is the monster they helped create for ratings and money, for government jobs, for positions in cabinet. This is the monster they created. It got out of control, just like the monster they created in the 1930s called Adolf Hitler. That didn't just happen. There was help. There was money. There was financing. There were people that wanted it to happen. What they didn't know is, like Donnie Shitbags, they got a pit bull, something that's not controllable. And he got out of control. So once the powers that be decided to stop aiding Hitler and let him fall because he was a junkyard dog that got out of control, he fell. Plus some big militaries came against him. But, you know, people have done that with Donnie Shitbags too. They've cut him off. Certain people, but the rubes are still there. RNC still paying his legal bills. So yeah, all the people, you know, that day, all the Fox News hosts calling him like, yo, dude, we can't, you're going to ruin every one of us. And the text messages are publicly available. Tucker Carlson saying how much he hates Donald Trump. Those text messages are publicly available. So all you rubes out there that spent so much time watching Fox, watching Tucker make excuses for Donald night after night and say how great he is. Behind the scenes, Tucker's texting people, I hate that motherfucker. That's what you're taking part in. A smoke and mirrors bullshit campaign that even Hannity knows is bullshit. I told you the conversation he and Bill Maher had. They had a conversation, saw each other at a bar one night. Hannity wanted to chill with him, have a drink, because he figured, hey, we're all in the business. Maybe Bill won't mind if I have a drink with him. And Bill basically told him, you know, fuck off. And Hannity's like, you know, come on, man, we're all in this entertainment. You know, it's all entertainment. We're all in this business. You know, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit I say on the air. That's the statement Hannity made to him, basically. He's appealing to him. Hey, we're all in this business together, man. It's all bullshit. Got our houses and cars, and fuck the rubes and the damage we're doing to the country. You know, it's all good. And Bill's like, no, I really believe what I'm saying. I'm not doing, you know, I'm not trying to sell out my country. And, you know, I don't agree with everything that Bill Maher says. I'm just saying this is how the interaction went. Hannity basically admitted to him, yeah, I'm a fraud. I don't do news. I do entertainment. So I can have a nice house, a pretty wife, mistresses, vacation homes, nice cars. You know, Bill, come on. That's what we're all doing here. Well, apparently at that time, that's not what Bill was doing. So, and then you got the Fox defamation suit of almost $1 billion. That's how big of liars those motherfuckers are. A judge actually said 1 billion, or a jury did. I'm not sure. I don't remember how the case played out. 1 billion. Damn near. So these same people that are lying night after night to the poor bastards that waste their time watching Fox, these older senior citizens, etc., that live in these senior bubbles and just watch this anger every night of people like, you know, drunk ass Janine and Hannity, who's just, you know, pure entertainer. He could give two fucks about anything except making money. Jesse Waters now, you know, he's Tucker on steroids. He's trying to be. He's another douchebag. All these people, Ingram, Tucker, all these people were texting Donnie shitbags, especially Hannity. Like you got to stop this. You're going to ruin all of us, man. The junkyard dog got out of control. They enabled it, though. So they created the monster. So if it takes the whole RNC down with it, which it probably will, then you fuckers deserve it. You created this monster. We all warned you. We all warned everybody. So anybody that still chooses to be a mark or deal with him in any way, I have no sympathy for you, man. And the Republican Party at large, you got conned by the NRA. Wayne LaPierre was taking your money and buying, $10,000 suits with it. You got conned by him. You got conned by Bannon and Kolfage on the build the wall thing. They pocketed your money. You got conned by Donnie shitbags in a million different ways. And everything with Donnie shitbags is money laundering. When he's selling sneakers, NFTs, whatever the case may be, money laundering. So yeah, you trust these people, you watch these people on the news, and they're lying to you, and they have to pay $1 billion because they lie. And they think you're all idiots. I can tell by what they say to you people on Fox News. They think you're fools, and you're making them rich. But in closing, again, I want to stress this point, and I'm going to end this motherfucker because I've been on here way too long. Donnie did not want to be at the insurrection. And did Donnie pay for any of your people's legal bills? Did he pardon all of you before he left the presidency? Nope. Donnie's a pussy. He always was, and he always will be. And, I need to say this again before I end it. We are at a point in reality in America where a cult of people that follow an orange con man, grifter, traitor are wearing diapers outside their pants, wearing t-shirts and sweatshirts and hats that say, real men wear diapers. They're trying to put forth the idea. They're trying to make diapers great again. Literally. Trying to put forth the idea that adult men wearing diapers and shitting themselves is a positive thing, is a cool thing, is a great thing. That's where we're at. That's not an exaggeration. This isn't satire. That's where we're at. Good evening, everyone.